everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my new series, a condo diorama in 1/6 scale for Marilyn Monroe. So far the front entrance is done. So is the living room. In this video I'll be working on the kitchen. First thing I want to do is wallpaper the walls and fix that corner. This is the wallpaper I've chosen. I can't remember where I got it from, but I don't have too much of it. I think if I just do around the window and not do the back of the kitchen, I should have enough. I want to add this trim above the refrigerator like I did with the main kitchen part. Not sure if I should also add it to the sides. Might make it look too busy, so I'll just leave it plain. But maybe at the bottom, I'll leave it for now and see how it looks later. I should have enough of this wallpaper. I do have another roll of textured wallpaper and there is enough of it, but I think it feels too casual. I like this one because it looks more elegant, I think. I'm going to apply it in strips around the window. I don't think I'll be able to match up the pattern, but I'll be hanging curtains, so hopefully the seams won't be visible. I'm using white glue to apply the wallpaper onto the foam board. I painted some long dowels white to trim out the window. Oops, I forgot about the trim over the fridge. I painted it white and it looks like I don't have to glue it in, it's just snug in place. The wallpaper looks good, now I need some curtains. I'm using this dowel as my curtain rod, painted it gold. I'm using these coaxial cable hooks as my curtain brackets. Before I put the wall back, I need to fix the seam on the floor. I had the board cut in half so it would be easier to transport and put away in storage. The seam won't disappear, but maybe I can minimize it. Okay, now for the curtains. I went through my fabric dresser and I didn't see anything I liked for the kitchen or would hang nicely. So I took a trip to Fabricland. Not sure what I'm looking for, maybe some pattern. I know I want it to be gold toned, but I'm not seeing anything I like. Ooh, this looks interesting, and it looks like it'll hang well. I'm cutting the fabric down to 17 inches long, and the width is okay. I'm not hemming the edges. I like the ruffled edge on the bottom, and the top looks fine. The fabric has little holes in it, so it'll be easy to install the jumper rings. The jumper rings are roughly about an inch apart. I'm gluing these little gold pieces from the bracelet I thrifted to the ends of the curtain rod. Wow, that looks really good, and the curtains hang beautifully. I think I need a decorative accent wall right here to give it more interest. I went to Dollhouses to search for something I can use. Not sure what I'm looking for, but I do want something that you can see through it. These tall baskets would be perfect if there wasn't a curve. That's too bad. I checked every aisle for some ideas. I went to the gardening aisle and I saw this. This might work. It's a bit flimsy, but the height is perfect. There are animal repellent spikes for gardens. I'll have to remove all the spikes, but I think I'll try it. I checked out the rest of the store and I didn't see anything I liked for the accent wall, so I'm hoping these spikes will work. I don't want the wall to be too big, maybe 3 layers wide. I'm cutting off all the spikes. I'm using these long dowels as the frame. It feels sturdy. I'm trying to remove all the glue bits before I paint it white. Wow, that looks so good. I think it's my new favorite part of Marilyn's condo. I don't want to glue it down because it'll be harder to store away. I just apply a little bit of hot glue to the top and it's staying in place. Wow, I love it. I need to buy another one because I definitely want to do this again for another project. Not sure what I want to put on the shelves, but I think some art right here will look good. I love this art from Andy Warhol of Marilyn Monroe, so I want something similar. I took a picture of my Marilyn Barbie and used Photoshop to create this photo. I went to Staples to print it out. I did a few different sizes so I can try them out to see which one looks best. I'm going to frame the two bigger ones. I'm gluing them onto a piece of foam board. On the smaller picture, I'm using coffee stir sticks as my frame, and the bigger one I'm using dowels. The coffee stir sticks were too short to use on the bigger picture. I think the bigger one looks better. Maybe it's hung a bit too high. What do you think? Now for some lighting. I'm going to work on the lights for over the kitchen island first. I went searching for items I can use. I think these fake nails I thrifted will be useful. And these tiny glass bowls, also thrifted. But maybe I'll use these plastic little mini containers for the lighting. I think it'll work better with the nails. I'm using these little bulbs I bought on Amazon. I think the bigger nails will work. I'm going to paint all of them black first and then gold, but first I want to drill a hole on top of the little mini containers so I can feed the light bulb through so I can hang them. I should have just cut the end piece where the nails were attached to make it easier to paint. Hopefully I'll remember that for next time. The last piece is too big for the gap. I'm just going to glue it on top anyways. I'm trying to make sure it faces the back so it's not noticeable. I'm using chain from this necklace I thrifted to hang the lights from the curtain rod I have laid across the top of the walls. Okay, that looks good. Now the chandelier for over top of the dining room table. I'm using this jewelry stand I thrifted. I'm using the piece on top for the chandelier, and that way I can hang my crystals from it. I'm painting it black first and then gold. The crystals that will hang on the chandelier was part of a candle holder I thrifted. I put them in a bowl of hot water and soap to clean them off. While they're drying, I'm going to paint 5 light bulbs gold so they can hang from the chandelier. I'm using jumper rings to attach the bulbs to the light. But unfortunately, I ran out of the bigger jumper rings that I need, so I ordered them from Amazon, but it's going to take a couple of days, so I'll finish it in the next video. I love how it's looking so far. I'm not sure about what to do with the shelves. Maybe I'll display some glassware. Any ideas? I also want a new table. And I want to give these chairs a new look. I need to finish the chandelier. I also need to apply Mod Podge to the countertops, some trim on the oven. And it looks like the fridge is floating, so I need to fix that. And there's a small gap here. I'm thinking of gluing on this dowel to hide it. I need to glue one on this side to hide the foam board. I think it'll look better. And maybe an area rug. Well, that's it for this video. Please give me some ideas for the shelf wall. Do you like the art on the shelf? I could save it for the bedroom if you don't. And what should I display on it? Thank you so much for watching. Please hype and give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.